What's happening, people? We're back again. It's Semps and Dan back with some more Man United chat. And boy, we're just recording this straight after the 5-0 win against RB Leipzig. Straight off the cuff, boy. How you feeling, Dan? Talk to us.
I am buzzing. Everyone said to me, group of death. This is the group where you man are going to get destroyed. We'll see you in the Europa League soon. Well, now what? 2 wins out of 2 games against the 2 hardest teams that everyone thought that would batter us. I don't want to hear it. I am buzzing with this. I can't believe that. I thought maybe a 2-1, maybe a 1-0, maybe a 1-1 if it doesn't go the way we want. But 5-0, Jesus Christ. I am buzzing.
5-0. It's all a little bit mad because, it's the same thing. Even before I tweeted before the game saying, I'm going 2-1. And then Mans was coming in and saying, boy, you lot like trying to go on like RB Leipzig or some jokers. Like, it's going to be. And you know what? This is what makes the performance and the win even more better because that weren't a joke team, you know. We've just beaten in the Champions League the team that finished in the final and the team that finished in the semi-final.
Semi-final last year,
and we've just beaten both of them. Like, seriously,
and looked the better team in both games.
We were. I thought we gave up too much possession after we scored the goal in the first half. Gave up too much possession. But I thought the second half, man, we came out more compact and we took it to them in the second half. And then, boy, we just were ruthless, man. Ruthless. Yeah. Rashford. Oh, my gosh. It's just mad. But, Dan, talk to us, though, man. Like, we've had so many conversations about OLE. And, you know, we weren't happy with the team selection against Chelsea. We weren't happy with the performance against Chelsea. But when you assess everything over these games now, when we talk about Newcastle to today, what's your analysis or your thoughts on OLE and what he's done so far?
It was one of them things where after the Chelsea game, a bit of me was like, why did you play this lineup? Why did you play the way we did? Chelsea were there for the taking. They've been conceding goals pretty much all the time. They pretty much sat back. Yeah, our lineup was just so negative, and even the way we played, like people were saying to me, "Oh, but we created chances. Their goalie kept him in the game." But I was like, "What? 2 shots on the edge of the box and a poor finish from Rashford. We didn't really do anything, man. It was a 0-0 game written all over. It was boring. It was rubbish."
Yeah.
But over the course of from the Newcastle game, I've had time to analyse it properly, and I can't lie, fair play to OLE. Like, at the time, I thought, why are you putting Pogba on the bench, Van der Beek? But I think now, I looked at it recently, it's starting to make more sense to me. It seems like you heard us all in the transfer window when it was ending, oh, we haven't got squad depth, Although we've brought in the likes of Telles, Van der Beek, Cavani, we wasn't happy with the type of signings they were. Yeah. So it was one of them. But since then, Ollie's juggled the squad absolutely brilliantly. Like today, just epitomised it. The fact that we're looking at the starting 11 and we're thinking, this is a good 11. This is a good formation. Pogba, Van der Beek, Martial, Greenwood, and you're bringing on the likes of Rashford, Bruno. Who else came on today? Cavani. You're thinking, all of a sudden, last season, that would have been Daniel James and Agallo. But now, all of a sudden, the drop-off in quality, it's not there. You're making a sub for someone that's high quality and you're bringing someone on for just as much high quality. Yeah. We take off Greenwood for Rashford. Rashford bangs in 3. It's brilliant. We take off Van der Beek for Bruno. Bruno gets the assist. It's just working perfectly. So over the course of time, I've started to realise maybe that's why Ollie's put more of the big guns on the bench so that when we do make these subs, there's not a drop-off in quality. And so far, bar Chelsea, he's got his spot on.
Yeah. I have to agree, man. I can't knock him, boy. Like, as you say, he's juggled the squad well and the players are performing. I think I said on Twitter not too long ago, I said, for me, it's evident now that we're defending so much better as a unit, as a team. You can see from the front, the press is a lot better. Even Pogba, people saying Pogba can't defend, Pogba can't play, he's lazy, he's this, all of the same lazy commentary that we hear. Yeah. But you see that performance today from Paul Pogba, and it won't get highlighted because of the agenda. As soon as he does anything bad, it'll be all over everywhere. But his performance today, you can see he had an energy about him. He was sharp. He was closing down. He had control. He had quality. He had everything today, and I thought he was brilliant. But just as a whole team, everybody now seems to know what they're doing, seems to know their jobs. And don't get me wrong, we're not there yet. But in my opinion, we are getting there. I didn't see these performances coming. You know, I thought we would possibly draw to Newcastle, lose to PSG, lose to RB, lose to Chelsea. That's how it was in the beginning, innit? After we got smoked 6-1. But right now, I am gassed. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just like, play Arsenal tomorrow. Come bring Arsenal tomorrow. Because I want you, man. I'm hyped now. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I want them Arsenal, man. There's certain man that I'm coming for, you know. There's certain man I'm coming for.
That's all I'm saying, innit? I know what I'm coming for.
Yeah. I know exactly who I'm going for, boy. Trust me. I'm gonna be relentless. I'm gonna be nasty. People are gonna start blocking me. That's how mad it's gonna get. What did you like about today, though? What did you like about today? We won 5-0, man. Jesus. What did you like about today?
I just like that I said it before the game, like, we've got the better players compared to Leipzig. Maybe Upamecano is probably one of the only players in the Leipzig team who I rate very highly. And to be fair, I thought he had a good game, bar maybe the last 20 minutes where Rashford
towards the end it went a bit peak for him.
But I just liked how we kept in recent weeks. We've been saying, why are we so open? Like, why are we so easy to attack? Like, what's going on? Like the Crystal Palace game, the Tottenham game, but all of a sudden he seemed to have found a way where we don't seem to be in danger. Before I was saying, don't play Maguire and Lindelof. Now it seems like it doesn't matter who the pairing is, just because we've got this midfield base sorted now. None of this 4-2-3-1 nonsense, honestly.
Yes. So what happens if he goes back to this 4-2-3-1 against Arsenal?
He wants to get sacked.
Listening, me and you are driving up to Old Trafford. We're driving up to Manchester. That's all I'm saying. We're doing something, because that can't run. Everybody can see it. Everyone can see the 4-2-3-1 doesn't work. Exactly. I'm so happy that we tried something different today with the diamond. But I don't know if anybody else noticed. I couldn't make out exactly what formation, but it looked like after we scored the goal, it looked like we changed formation. I saw Pogba on the right-hand side as opposed to him being on the left. I couldn't work out exactly what happened, but it didn't work because then it switched back and Pogba went. But for about 5 minutes, it's like he changed it. But yeah, this 4-2-3-1 has to go. It has to go.
Yeah, it has to.
Everyone can see it doesn't work.
When he plays 3 at the back, you can see we're just like, this is so much better. The formation he played today, the diamond, so much better. The 2 up front, because I said it to my friend the other day, we don't have wingers in our team. The only winger we have is Daniel James, and we already know he's not good enough. When we play Rashford out wide, he likes to cut in and shoot. Yeah. Greenwood is exactly the same. He likes to cut in and shoot, so we don't have natural width on our flanks. Obviously, we scrutinise Wan-Bissaka's lack of attacking quality, and we attack Luke Shaw for his lack of ambition and getting forward. So the width's not there. So why are we persisting with this 4-2? Just play the 2 up front and let's take it from there. And the first goal just epitomised it. We told Pogba, none of this double pivot nonsense. Just stay on the left-hand side and just play your natural game. Obviously, help out when you can, but in the main, play your attacking game. Van de Beek's the number 10, but you can kind of have more license to roam because you've got Fred in behind you who's just going to buzz around everywhere. You've got the license with Matic, who's got the experience. Pogba could just play his game, drives down the left-hand side and plays a brilliant pass for Rashford. And I always say this, footballers with good intelligence know how hard that pass was, because it was so good that Greenwood doesn't have to take a touch. He doesn't have to break stride. He can just hit it first time and right in the corner. So I was happy. My favourite part was, I think it was Rashford's second goal. Like, the way he just said, I've been criticising Rashford in the past since lockdown, saying, why doesn't he not want to take players on all of a sudden? What's going on? But today, he dispelled that myth. All of a sudden, he was running in behind. He was direct. He was taking players on. I just love the fact that he took Upamecano on. I know he wasn't like, what a great bit of skill, but I just like the intent. You're one of the world's best centre-back, and he just said, I'm taking you on. I don't care. He got the bit of luck and then ruthless finish, just ruthless, just rasped it into the back of the net. That was probably my favourite part of the game. The fact that he was trying to take players on all of a sudden. He looks back to his old self, and a hat-trick, can't complain.
Yeah, you see what's happening now. In the previous games, we're bringing on players like Pogba and their influence in the game. Do you know what I mean? Today, we're bringing on Rashford and Bruno Fernandes, their influence in the game. To be honest, I thought Scott McTominay slotted in nicely.
Yeah,
I thought he slotted in nicely,
about
just doing his thing, breaking up play as well. But Bruno Fernandes, and this is the difference, as we've talked about, the quality now that we're able to bring on is totally different to what we've been used to in the past. But you know what? Football's a mad thing. You know, you play ball and confidence. Everybody, like the confidence that this is going to give everybody now, because we're on an unbeaten run now since the international break. Since that Spurs game, we ain't lost, and we've been doing all right. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Chelsea game was. But we still didn't lose. Do you know what I'm saying? And if anything, we was never really troubled in that game either.
Exactly. The solid defensive base we've been trying to get is still there. So.
Exactly. So now the confidence that this gives them going into the Arsenal game, if they just apply themselves, and I do think, you know, a lot of people was talking about competition for places. I see it. I see
now I get it. I get it now.
The difference is making. It is mad because nobody wants to be on the bench now, especially when you're playing for a winning team and the team are like, nobody wanted to be on the bench today when you're beating RB 5-0. Do you know what I'm saying? It's mad. Cavani comes on now. So Cavani's I would like to see Cavani start actually on against Arsenal. Different. I would like to see him start because he's actually looking sharp when he's come on as well. But yeah, man, I do think we gave up too much possession at times,
especially first half.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure if the diamond works. I would have liked Donny van der Beek to maybe play a little bit deeper than he actually was, because the two strikers were quite split, and Donny van der Beek was playing more central. I would have liked Donny van der Beek to fill into midfield maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But what did you make of Donny's performance today?
It's harsh, but it's one of them. I wanted a big performance from Donny to say, look, this is why I should be in the start. And did he offer that? I don't think he did. He wasn't bad. Like, he was pretty much like everyone else, pretty much a solid 7 out of 10. But I'm looking at it like Rashford is someone who you could say, yeah, you stake to claim. Pogba, you stake to claim. Van der Beek, he kept it nice. He kept it simple. He didn't really give the ball away. He battled hard. But he was the one in the number 10. So he was the one I was looking at to like try and make things happen. And I don't think he really did that. Like I said, Pogba made the first goal. It was Rashford's pretty much willingness to attack players. Martial wins the penalty for the 5th. He didn't really influence the game as much as I would have liked, but he wasn't bad. So it was one of them.
Yeah, I agree. He didn't really do anything, if we're all being honest. And I'm a big fan, and I want him to do well as well. But I have to be honest about today. Donny didn't do anything really. He didn't influence the game much. He was steady. You know what I mean? But in his defense, I don't think he hasn't played much. He hasn't played much, and I don't think we got the ball to him enough. As I said, especially in the first half, we were basically after we scored, we were on the back foot more or less. Not on the back foot like, you know, backs up against the wall, kitchen sink stuff. It's just that they had the majority of the ball. We couldn't get out of our half, and then obviously the Donny van der Beek's position is we need to get the ball to him in between the lines so he can then start to feed Greenwood and Martial. I don't really think that happened today. But yeah, I would, you know, it's a long old season. We're going to see him again. And then
Champions League now. It's not like I said, it's not like Europa League where you can rest on some of your big guns. You're going to have to play all of them now back to back to back. So he'll get his games, I'm sure of it.
But this is what we worried about though, isn't it, Dan? We were saying that it's like Europa League, like we can't rest and play a B team. We're gonna have to play big guns, and I think that credit has to be given to Ollie, because I was shocked to not see Bruno starting today. I was shocked to not see Rashford starting.
Same.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I thought, I like this.
But it just showed that the players that we had on the pitch, even though those players were dropped, I didn't look at that starting lineup and think, Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was happy with it.
Yeah, we've still got Pogba, Donny van der Beek and Greenwood in there. And you're like, you know what I'm saying? Martial, So yeah, man, I think we're looking good at the moment. We're definitely going to Arsenal with confidence. He can't play the 4-2-3-1. He just has to. Yeah, he has to just come with something different. I
Yeah,
don't
just
know.
dash it, man.
I
Play
just
free
don't.
at the back. Play what you did today. Just scrap the 4-2-3-1. Honestly, I've had enough of it.
Who was your man in the match today?
This might be unpopular, but for me, it was Fred. For me, it was Fred. I know Rashford will grab the headlines because of what he's been doing off the pitch and scoring goals on it. But for me, it was Fred. Honestly, like the way he protected Matic, but just from his energy buzzing around, he allowed the likes of Pogba and Van der Beek and Greenwood and Martial to link up and attack. Just for the sheer fact that he's just everywhere. He's just buzzing around everywhere. He tries to. He's one player that tries to play in between the lines. I get on his back quite a lot for giving the ball away quite cheaply. He does this thing where he gets on the ball and he kind of waits for them to proper get close before playing it. I'd rather you just play the ball straight away. But he's one of the ones in our midfield that tries to break the lines rather than play it sideways and simple. And like I said, his energy in the midfield just allowed the likes of Pogba and players like that to play their game. And Matic, for a first game that came back, was untroubled because of it. So yeah, for me it was Fred. But if people said Rashford, I wouldn't complain, to be fair.
Yeah, man, I gave Fred man of the match as well. Somebody I see was trying to give Luke Shaw or Wan-Bissaka man of the match. Now, don't get me wrong. I thought Wan-Bissaka had another great game.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka's, this is what we said on here last week. When you've got a player that you don't have to worry, I don't worry about the right hand side. Do you know what I'm saying?
looking at the left.
Yeah, and in the left. But in all fairness, again, he didn't do anything really going forward. But I thought Luke Shaw was steady, was decent.
He was steady
today.
again.
Yeah, he had a decent game today, Luke Shaw. I can't lie. But for me, Fred, like the first goal comes from his press, his closing down. You know what I mean? And in the second half again, Rashford's one comes from him closing. He was just everywhere. He was always snapping. This is what I'm saying. He's like a little pit bull terrier. He's always snapping at people's heels.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's always snapping. I agree. He gives the ball away too much. Gets caught in possession. He does hold on to the ball a little bit too long for me as well. But his overall performance, do not underestimate what Fred did in there today, man. I'm telling you, because he was the energy. He was biting. So many times he was just hitting the ball out when the ball was in that little pocket there. And yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy he's getting a run of games. I'm happy he's putting in these performances. We've seen it before. It's not like we ain't seen Fred putting in these performances before. Do you know what I'm saying? People have very short memories when they're driven by their agenda, because
honestly,
Fred was one of our best players last season.
Exactly.
Make no mistake about it. Fred
Before
was one of our best players.
He was up there.
Trust me. There's so many people, and a few of my United fans that I know who do not like Fred and they hate to give him his flowers, but you can't knock him at the moment. Can't knock him at the moment. He's playing well, man. What do you reckon then going forward with Paul Pogba? Will Pogba start against Arsenal?
I don't think he will. I don't think he will, That sounds mad to be saying that, because Pogba for me is our best midfielder, but it's one of them things where Ollie may be looking at it thinking we need to keep the solid defensive base. So he might just go with the likes of Fred and Matic or Fred and McTominay to allow that midfield base to hold on. And maybe, if you never know, if the game plan is working, we're either 1-0 up or we're leveling the game, then he might bring Pogba on and say, okay, do your thing. I'm not, at this moment in time, the way we played in recent games, Ollie's earned my trust to be like, cool. I don't like this necessarily, but I get it. So, and it's worked in certain games, like the PSG game. He comes on, gets the assist for Rashford. He starts today, gets the assist for Greenwood. Like, he's shown that, okay, it might not be what most fans want, because obviously Pogba's pretty much most players' favourite player, but look what's happening. It's working. So we have to stick with it. So it's one of them. If it means that we keep the likes of Aubameyang and players like that out because don't get it twisted. Although we all say, Arsenal, you lost on the weekend, they're not going to play like that against us. It's a big game.
Exactly.
It's a big game. They're going to raise their level. They're not going to make those same mistakes that they made on the weekend. I mean, I hope they do, but realistically speaking, Arteta's got a point to prove. The players have got a point to prove. They're going to have more of a reaction after their defeat. So it's one of them. Ollie, if he's smart enough, will look at it like that and think, okay, let's not get too giddy and too high of ourselves. Let's just still protect what we have and then see where we take it from there. So honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I don't see him start.
Yeah, man, I agree. Because I'm just looking to see, he came off 81 minutes. I thought it was around 84, 85, but it's 81 minutes he came off today. So he more or less played a full game. He hasn't been playing much. He looked sharp today, though. He looked fit today. Pogba looked good today, man. I was really happy with that performance. But yeah, I don't see him starting against Arsenal. I definitely see Bruno playing, and I reckon Fred and McTominay will play. But then we're going back to what formation?
We're going back to what we don't want.
I don't want to see the 4-2-3-1 with them two sitting.
Honestly,
I don't want to see that.
Enough.
But the problem, Arteta has. We don't seem to do well against Arsenal. Last season, we should have beat them. We drew. And then in the return leg, they beat us. When Ole first came, they were the ones that started the destruction because they beat us. Do you know what I mean? It was after the FA Cup, they beat us. We beat them in the FA Cup, they beat us in the league. And then that was when we started to lose games after that. So it doesn't seem that we have a good run against Arsenal, man. But we go into this game. It's going to be a different kettle of fish than today, though. Yeah. Different kettle of fish. But what gives me confidence is defensively, we are better.
Yeah.
What concerns me is, again, today we score 5 goals. It looks great. Great headlines and everything like that. It's going to look good on the papers tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're all buzzing about it. But we didn't have to, break down a great defensive unit to then score these goals. It started to open up for us.
Yeah.
Against Arsenal on the weekend,
that won't happen.
It's going to be totally different. That's one thing that Arsenal are decent at the moment is, again, their defensive shape. They're probably not going to cause us much problems in their attack, but defensively, their defensive shape is a lot better now. And that's probably one of the major criticisms about them at the moment from some of the Arsenal fans is that they're too defensive and he's sorted out the defense and he's sort of forgotten about the attack. So that does concern me a little bit. But no, man are going to ride this high at the moment. I'm going to walk into the gym tomorrow
Yeah. Oh, and big up Martial as well. I was happy he got his goal as well.
Yeah, man. See, me and you are going to be happy for him. You can see a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are angry with Rashford for letting him take the penalty. And I'm like, what is this, man? It's like Martial's been sleeping with people's wives or something. The way that people just have a genuine hatred for him. I'm thinking, what has the guy, has he done something behind the scenes that I don't know about?
We don't know about.
Seriously, because the genuine hatred for this guy is so much people just want to see him fail. And I'm just I
don't get it. I really don't understand. Does the guy, do he want a smile on his face, fam? What did these guys want now, man?
Yeah, man. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? For me, football is a team game. Yeah? It's a team game. If a player's low on confidence, that's only going to affect the team in a bad way.
Exactly.
Because
in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to bring your players up. For me, that's for what I saw there. I'm like, boy, you're helping your teammate get on the score sheet, get off the mark. That will give him confidence. Yeah. That will improve the confidence of the whole squad. That will improve the togetherness, everything like that. For me, it's a positive thing, and he scored it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's not like he missed. He scored.
Him, Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood all off the mark now. So
all off the mark.
And he ended up. And no, obviously all 3 of them scored. All 3 of our pretty much gunmen strikers are all off the mark. Well, obviously Rashford's been scoring before today, but obviously all of our strikers scoring. You can't complain. It looks nice. He ends up getting an assist later in the game. I thought his hold-up play was good in general. He just needed a goal. It just looked like he was just short of confidence. There was a few times he got in behind and I was looking at him thinking, maybe you can hit that.
And he's passing.
Maybe you can hit that. But instead he's passing it. So I'm thinking, yeah, it just seems like a confidence because there ain't a sharpness. Maybe he's not up to speed with the rest of the group because obviously the red card, he's missed 3 games now. But in terms of genuine quality, you can see it. It's just maybe it's just a lack of confidence. That's all I thought it was. So when I saw him take the penalty, I was praying for him to score that because I've seen this happen all the time with strikers. They just need that first goal and then they can go and take it from there. So
Listen, let me tell you something, Dan. Yeah, I'm not gonna front. Yeah, I'm not gonna front. When he stepped up to take the penalty,
I was shook.
I was like,
I can see the save. I can see the drafts. I can see the bands. I'm not ready.
bro, bro.
I was feeling the worst.
Obviously, I'm watching it on the BT Sports app. Yeah, so we're a little. The BT Sport app is a little bit behind on real play, innit?
Yeah.
So I was this close to looking on my phone to see if he scored it before it actually happened, because I was like, I can't watch this, man. I was like, come on, Martial, come on, please score.
So I don't need this.
I can't deal with the tweets and the ats and people just being so happy for man to miss a penalty. It's like,
yeah, even as he struck it, I'm looking at the goal. I'm like, he's gone the right way. Oh my god, yeah.
And then when he went in, I was just like,
yes, that was probably the one I was the most happy with deep down because he needed that the most.
I was happy, man. And the thing is, for me, his all-round play today was good. There's a few times, don't get me wrong, as you say, I think there's a little bit of confidence lacking in front of goal. Why, I don't know, because everybody's been poor so far, and then he's got the red card, and then he's not played 2 Premier League games, you know what I mean? But I thought his all-round play, again, his hold-up play, people will talk about his hold-up play, That's 2 games now against PSG and today where his hold-up play has been A1. It's always, for me, it's always good. But I'm just like, for the people that are trying to highlight him now, watch these games and tell me that you've got something to say about his hold-up play. He's bringing people into play is always brilliant. When he drives from the left-hand side, as a fan, you know, when he starts to drive at the defenders, in my head, I'm thinking we have a possibility to get a chance now. That's the way I see it. It's not like it's not like when Daniel James gets the ball and he starts running at man, you just know it's just not going to come to nothing.
Yeah, I'm just like, if you do something, shock me in it.
Yeah, when Martial picks up the ball and he starts running at the defenders, you're thinking something's going to happen here. Do you know what I'm saying? And then again, man set up Rashford for the assist. You know, people are talking about Rashford's out here feeding everybody, and they got the Martial picture there. But Martial provided the assist for his hat trick. Like, Martial's out here doing nothing. You know?
And look at it like this against Tottenham, the penalty, the PSG penalty, and the penalty today. Martial wins all 3 of them because he's making runs in behind. This is what they wanted from him. So I don't know, man. The guy
can you believe it? He's the one winning these penalties. Can you believe it? You know what I mean? And then you've got these rival fans still complaining about penalties. I'm like,
Chelsea got a penalty early. They were buzzing for Timo Werner when he scored his penalty earlier. But I'm like, have some shame if that's Martial. You man are calling us Fernandes and all these things, man.
Shameless. Football fans are shameless because we're out here getting legitimate penalties, and I'm
these are pens, like.
How are people moaning about a team getting legitimate penalties? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
How it's Barchester. I'm like, fam, but Rashford's in his own half. It's a goal. Like, what are you talking about?
Blatant goal. It's funny though, because when he carried on and he kicked the ball in the back of the net and then he did his little jump, I was thinking, he blew
like we do.
Yeah. I was thinking, and then when they showed the thing, I was like, right, he's in his own half. I was like, he's in his own half.
That's a goal.
This is a goal. This is a goal. I was thinking, don't even do nothing stupid, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan, I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. We just need to make sure that we give it to flipping Banter FC, man, so we can just start banter them blood seed. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if we lose, I might just log out for a week. They are all ready for my downfall now. We have to beat them. We just can't lose to these guys, please. Anyone else I can take it, but just not them. Not them.
So if we was to do a little not even a preview, but it's a pre-match sort of what we think the lineup should be, what you would like to see and who to play, what would we say? Obviously, the hair in goal, who's man is looking like a new keeper now. New keeper.
Again, I was going to touch on that. He made a save at 1-0 again at an important time. He's not making mistakes and he's not making these silly little mistakes that we see before. So bringing back Henderson, someone with genuine competition, has lifted De Gea up now. Now he's not making these dumb mistakes. I'm not saying he looks back to his old self. It's too early to say, but he's not making these dumb mistakes no more. So long may it continue.
And you know what, Avil is like, he's not even like he's being overworked. And you know, like that's where for me he's been lacking, is when he's not had things to do, and then he needs to make a save, and then he goes and flops. Because at the moment we've been pretty good at keeping the ball away from the goal. He's having to make one-on-one saves with his feet and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when he has been called upon, he's just dealt with the thing. Just dealt with the thing. So yeah, that's good to see. I'd have him in goal. And would you like to see a back three, or would you like to see a back four?
I'll tell you why I think he might go with a back three, because I saw Man City do this with Kyle Walker playing as like the right centre back to nullify the Aubameyang threat, because that's pretty much most of Arsenal's attacking outlet is Aubameyang is pacing behind.
Yeah.
If he played Lindelof and Maguire in a four, Aubameyang's rubbing his hands. He's thinking, okay, look what happened last season. Aubameyang makes a run in behind. Maguire with his slow self gets caught out.
Yeah.
We think it's offside. He's onside. It's a goal. So maybe if he has someone like Tuanzebe, similar to what he done with Mbappe and Neymar, nullifying that pace. So maybe you play a back three with Tuanzebe as like the right centre back of the three. Maybe Lindelof and Maguire. Maybe one of Lindelof or Maguire, and maybe Luke Shaw as the third centre back. But obviously, I'm hearing with Tellez, I think he got caught with COVID.
COVID, innit?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that, jarred me, because a bit of me, when I saw the lineup first today with the diamond, I thought, can Luke Shaw really be the one providing the width in this formation? Why not Tellez? But yeah, he legitimately had COVID. So it seemed like you're going to have to go with Maguire and Lindelof, and then Luke Shaw as the left wing back. Obviously, I prefer Luke Shaw as the left centre back in the three if we're going to do the three. But if we're going to do that, have the three, just like you said earlier, I think he's going to go with he's going to go with Fred. I think Fred needs to play. Whether he goes with McTominay or Matic, I think that's just down to Oli. I think he'll go with Bruno in the 10. Bruno or Pogba, I'm not too fast. Play one of the two in the 10.
Yeah, Bruno
and then
will
one
play.
of the other two come on. So then again, that drop in quality when you make the sub doesn't happen. And then obviously with no Martial, who probably... It wouldn't surprise me if he goes with Rashford and Cavani or Rashford and Greenwood. Again, I'm not really fussed. Again, when you make the sub, the drop in quality isn't that much far off. So he'll probably go with something like that.
I think Cavani will get a start against Arsenal.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he will get a start. I think he's just been feeding his way in. But yeah, I reckon he will get a start against Arsenal.
Their centre-backs, I'm hearing David Luiz, who Arsenal fans have been telling me...
Got injured, innit?
Yeah, he's been probably one of the most consistent defenders. He's injured. So yeah, I think Cavani could do something against them.
Yeah, I think so. Do you know another thing though? Just to touch on today's game, did you notice Luke Shaw putting crosses in today?
He was taking set pieces. I was thinking maybe again he's another one. I was saying De Gea with Henderson in his back. All of a sudden he's not making these silly mistakes. Same with Luke Shaw and Tellez. I'm thinking, you're taking set pieces, but putting in good crosses as well.
He was putting in
these set pieces.
He was putting in some good crosses, man. I was like, huh? I remember there was one free kick that we got, and I was thinking, Luke Shaw's balls, they're never like flat. They're always a little bit
like floaty.
Yeah, and I was like, and then when he did it, I was like, raw. That was a bit.
Hold on.
That was kind of flat and nice.
Like it went past Martial, Lindelof, and Maguire, and it was kind of, they were like, raw. He put it in the right area. What?
It's mad. So yeah, I would prefer Tellez play, but see if we do play 3-5-2 and Luke Shaw plays there, see how he gets on.
But you have to play one of the fast centre backs if you're going to do it. Either Tuanzebe or Bailey. I think he prefers Tuanzebe. Again, Tuanzebe came on. Maybe that's just to say, get your minutes, stay sharp. You're back on the weekend. Maybe that's the thing.
Yeah. I don't think Bay will play. He's injured anyway. Yeah, Mr. Injury man, Mr. Medical. But but yeah, man. I think we will see Rashford. I think he'll play the 3-5-2. We'll see Rashford and Cavani up top. He will play Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, because Tellez ain't there, and then he will go Lindelof, Maguire, Tuanzebe.
Yeah.
and then he will play the diamond, not the diamond. We will have Scott, Fred, and Bruno as the midfield three.
Yeah.
That's what I think he will go with. That's what I think.
Maybe Matic instead of McTominay, just because again he took off Matic again. Maybe that's just to say here's your minutes, rest up for the weekend. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think Scott has done well against Arsenal.
Yeah, he scored last season.
Yeah, and he can step it up in the big games as well.
Yeah,
So
he likes to take a shot in these type of games. So
yeah,
I wouldn't mind that.
And he's busy. He's a bit of a nuisance. See,
Yeah.
I think one thing that we don't want to lose is the intensity and
Yeah.
the speed about our play. And I think we have that a little bit more with a Fred and McTominay than we would do with a Fred.
Seems to work with those two.
Yeah, like today, I thought we was a little bit too slow at times. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was a Champions League game. I think the Premier League game will be a totally different intensity.
Yeah, knowing it's Arsenal as well, rivalry, it'll be way more intense.
And we need to get the W, man. It's all well and
just win the game.
Yeah,
come out of this tough period with a win against Arsenal, and then we can just look at the rest of it.
But the thing is, like, I'm going into this game now, not really thinking that we're gonna lose, and we could literally come out of this whole period that we thought was this all a madness, not having lost the game. It's crazy. It's crazy because he's gone. Daniel's son. Daniel, you're gone again. Internet connection. This is what we have to deal with, people. Lockdown business, internet connections.
Hello?
Yeah. I can hear. Yeah, I think you're coming back.
Oh.
Yeah, man, we're there again.
We good?
We're good. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Can you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. No, man. Jesus Christ. Always wanted it.
Yeah. Can you see me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You were good? Yeah. No, what was you going to say? You even remember?
I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ.
No, we was talking about...
No, that's it. Yeah, it's like I said, before this whole period, I was thinking, Ollie with his dead tactics, the writing's on the wall in these games, man. We're finished. And all of a sudden, we might come out of this thinking, we're really good. Like, yeah, it's mad.
But what, if we was to, before we finish up, if we was to have like a final word on Ollie, like, I try not to be flip-flap, innit? I'm trying not to be a flip-flap fan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to be consistent out here, yeah? And one thing I've always tried to be consistent with is, if you do well, I'll praise you. If you do poorly, I'll criticize you. Doesn't matter whether you scored in the 1999 Champions League final. It don't matter to me, yeah? I just care about results and how we play. Yeah. And I didn't like the way we started, and I didn't like the way the tactics against Chelsea, but over the course of a season, it doesn't matter what manager you are, we're not always going to be happy with your tactics. We're not always going to be happy with your team.
We're always going to nitpick at things.
We're going to always criticize certain things. But if I was to try and just put my position on Ollie, like once and for all, it will be this. Do I believe that Ollie is going to get us to where we need to be to win the Premier League? I do not. Okay? I don't. Do I want Ollie to do well and prove me wrong? Yes. I am not Ollie out, like shouting Ollie out from the terraces.
With the banners and...
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I don't think that he is a good enough manager. And I think that when we see certain results, it's more about the players on the pitch performing and sort of create, not miracles, but doing their thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Even today in certain aspects.
It was in certain aspects because we gave the ball up a lot. As people will say, Ollie tactics and everything, but we played the diamond and we conceded a lot of possession. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We couldn't keep the ball. But I don't wanna be negative towards Ollie at a time like this, because at the end of the day, he's still the manager. He picked the team and we got the results. So yeah, whilst we're in this period, I will back him.
I'll say, yeah,
100%
well done.
fully.
Carry on.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I'm fully behind you going into Arsenal, but do I think he's going to be the man to take us long term? I don't, but I am fully behind you, and I would love for you to prove me wrong. I would love for us in 2 years or 3 years, however long it could possibly be, and we're lifting the trophy and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager, and everybody has egg on their face. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he does it interview after the game. He said, "Everyone, what you saying now?"
I would love it. I would
I'd
love it, man. I'd
honestly.
love it. What do you think? What are your thoughts are similar or?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Like I said, in this period of the transition, Ollie needed to be the manager. He needed to come in, steady the ship, get the vibe around the club back to being good again, which I think he's done. He's gotten us top 4 finish. Now go and do it again. I mean, having said that, you've got teams like Liverpool, their best players are getting injured. Man City seem to be still being consistent. Try and get a run together, and I'm not saying go win the league, but just be up there. I don't want to be into the last game of the season thinking we need to win this game to get a top 4 finish. I kind of just want to be in that position where it's comfortable and we're like, yeah, even if we lose our last game, we've still got 4th place. I think last season it was 33 points, the difference between us and the top.
Yeah,
I don't want 33, but that's too much. Get that down to single figures at least. So at least then I can say, okay, he's closed the gap. He's closed the gap with the board not necessarily backing him as much as we would have liked. So I think that's the next step in this rebuild. Do I think he's the man, like you said, to get us the Premier League titles? I don't think he is. I would love nothing wrong for him to prove us wrong and be like, look, all of you guys doubted me. What you're saying, I'd love that. I would love that as a United fan because I just want to win again. I just want to win the big trophies again. That's all that's growing up. That's all I've known. So if he was the man to do it, I would love nothing more. But yeah, it's one of them. Right now, I'm not going to say, oh, yeah, and because like you said, right now I'm buzzing. I'm happy. He's getting things right. The way he's juggling the squad.
Yeah.
With some of our best players who we think should start are on the bench coming on. So the drop in quality coming off the bench is still good. He's managing that pretty much well. And I tweeted it early during the game. I was like, look, I'm not Ollie's biggest fan, but he's getting things right. So
yeah.
Long may it continue. But I'm still heads on.
And you know what I think is as well is when you look at our team now, when you look at our starting 11 and then the players that we've got on the bench, we're a good team. We got good players. And that's what was frustrating me before is that this league is there for the taking, you know? This league is there for the taking. We can't let Jose and Spurs come and do the thing. We just can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. So, like, it's there for the taking. Chelsea are acting up. Liverpool got bare injuries. They ain't looking special. Do you know what I'm saying? Man City looking like jokers.
Yeah.
It's mad when you've got, obviously it's still early days. I know people, things can change as we have seen with United.
But no one's running away with it like Liverpool were last year.
And I just don't see it happening. So it's there for the taking, man. I'm not saying that we're going to go and win the league, but we need to get some run of games together and really mount a proper top 4 challenge so that we can just be
see where we are by
in
Christmas
there.
And judge it again.
Yeah, and have a good run in the Champions League, and then we'll see where we get to, man. If we can get a good FA Cup run or something, you know.
Yeah, win a cup as well. I think that's another thing we need to do as well. After last season, what was it? 3 semis?
3 semi-finals.
You can't do that again. You can't do that again.
Definitely. All right then, man. We'll close off for today. Final predictions for the Man United against Arsenal game. I'm not liking, by the way, that we're playing all our games at home again.
Because then later in the season, we're going to see bare away games against the big sides.
Bare away games, and then there'll probably be fans in the stadium then as well. And it's just going to be long. It's going to be long. But what's your predictions against Arsenal, bro?
I'm going 2-0. Right now, I'm buzzing. My heart says 2-0, my head says 2-1. But yeah, the way we're playing compared to how they're playing, I'm going 2-0.
Okay. I'm going to go 2-1 again, man. I'm going to go 2-1. In fact, actually, Arsenal ain't really scoring goals, you know.
That's what I'm saying. For me, Aubameyang is just the only threat for me. So, and if we nullify that with the pace of Twanzebe, we could be
scoring goals. I think 2-0 is probably possible. I'm going to say 1-0 then. I'm going to go 1-0 Man United win against Arsenal. And boy, we'll just tag team, on Twitter.
Just get the
dub. High five you in. Let's go. Double team. Because I'm going in, boy. I'm going to
I'm
crucify
not
certain
rapping
man.
if we win against these guys.
Yeah, we got to make sure we win now after we've said this, boy.
Yeah, they've clipped this already. It's done.
Sheet. All right, then, man. Daniel, where can they catch you? Everything will be in the description anyway, people. If you're new to the channel, I didn't even say all of that at the beginning. Please subscribe. But yeah, where can they find you, Daniel?
Daniel Agoon 7 on pretty much Twitter, YouTube. Yeah.
Wicked. And I'm Semps at L Semps on Twitter. Leon __ Semper, I think it is on Instagram. Views at Views TV Official. All of the links will be in the description. Tell a friend to tell a friend. All your Man United people, share with all your Man United people. Yeah, man, let's get this subscriber count up. This moving up now. So thank you very much for all the support. And yeah, man, me and Dan are gonna be coming back at you again next week. But until then, I'm Semps. That's Dan, and we're out. Peace.